our solutions. One of our solutions is asset management. And as you might know, we also have key management, but in this case we're talking about assets only. The concept is still the same. We have a user interface where the user has to identify, and we have a number of key positions. And in this case, a key position literally becomes a locker. So whatever is inside the locker, behind the door, is up to you. And basically the size of the locker defines what you can put into the locker. Two different ways. We can work with the key tag, as we call it, just as we do in our key management system. And then there is no content surveillance besides obviously the key tag, and you're supposed to connect the key tag onto the asset that's in your locker. The other way around is you put just a tag on your asset, and then you put the reader inside the locker, and in that case the system also shows you which locker has the asset inside and which locker does not. So here the LED tells you if the asset is inside. Bottom line is the same. So I present my badge, I select to take an asset, and I have a drop down list of all the lockers that I'm allowed to open. I select one, the selected one lights up, I open it, here's my key tag, here's the phone, and now I'm allowed to take this, and I'm on my way. If I want to return, it's somewhat the same thing. I present the badge, I present the key tag, I return the item, return the key tag, and the system always knows who took what item and when it was taken or returned. In case of content surveillance, it's a little different. I select to take an item. In this case, it's a weapon. The weapon is positioned on a reader, and as soon as I take it, the system knows that I've taken the asset. You see that the light, the LED, no longer is on, so that tells you that this asset is outside of the system. And if I want to return it, I present the badge. In this case, I present the item. It tells me where the item is supposed to be. And I return it into the objects fixture that allows me to read the asset once it's inside its locker. We chose to show you a weapon because that's something that we use in best practice, but obviously you can also use another type of weapon. Or, and this is what I was wanting to show you, in this case it's a tablet, and also the tag is attached to the tablet. Light off means it's not in there, light on means it's in there. So this is where we differ from most other locker solutions. We do not count the time that the door opens or anything. We can actually tell you whether or not the item is inside the locker or not. And if the item itself has enough value, then I'm going to say that you have to know whether or not your item is in the cabinet or not.